Day 107. I woke up nice and late. It's probably like 5:30 right now. I only got like a mile to do into Sierra City. Find some breakfast, some outlets, you know, the usual. Resupply for 100 or so miles and I'm out. I don't plan on staying here long. So, yeah, we'll see what this little town's all about. Well, there's absolutely no cell service in this town, so I'm not uploading any movies. So there's that. So it's breakfast and resupply. So I stroll into town, and who's the first person I run into is Duck. So he's his chatty self. He's, you know, we're hanging out, doing our thing, waiting for places to open, stealing power on the porch of this place right now. We're really hoping someplace opens soon because I need to take a dump like you wouldn't believe, but I don't think this town opens for 2 hours, so yeah. I don't know, I might have to do something about that. I don't know if I got 2 hours left in me. We'll see. We'll see. I'm in control of my body. I'm in control. Hold it. But quiet little town. I haven't scoped at the grocery store or anything. I hope there's a real grocery store in town, but I kind of doubt it's going to be one of them little market things and super expensive. But it is what it is. My old shoes are toast after only about a month or so, you know, decent sized holes and such. So I picked up a pair in the hiker box. Still in decent shape and a little flap on the top, but better shape than the shoes I had, so upgrade. That should get me down the road a little bit further. They didn't have a platypus water bladder in here, unfortunately, and I doubt they sell any in this tiny little town. This hiker box is a mess, but nothing, well, they don't have what I want. So I guess I'm gonna have to squeeze water like a commoner for a while. We went to go hitch out of town to the next town of Downey because wait for the truck, because we can't really afford resupply here. Ran into Space Pants and he has a beer or two for us, so we might as well get a little buzz before we hitch to the next town of Downey. So a nice lady that picks up hikers on the random picked us up, dropped us off here in beautiful Downeyville. Where hopefully things are slightly cheaper. She says they're not going to be. It's a small town. You know, you pay too much for things in small towns. It's just the way it works. But I'm here nonetheless. I shall shop and return. So in this town, right at noon, they let off air raid sirens really loud, and babies cry for the next half hour, and evidently they do it every single day. Is that not some dumb shit? So yeah, Downeyville isn't the brightest town there is. The resupply totally sucked. Just picked up tobacco and candy bars, you know, as any good hiker should. And we're gonna go back to where we were and buy a little bit more stuff there, hang out at the bar for a minute, watch a little soccer, football, and then climb a big ass mountain. Progress. So G and I are standing out here hitchhiking, and a dude brings us free beers. Yeah. And what do you know, man? I mean, so if we're not getting anywhere with a hitch, at least we can get, you know, our buzz on, or keep the buzz that we earned on our way out here.
Keep the dream alive.
Oh, damn straight. Find this funny. It's a memorial fountain. It's actually just a drinking fountain that is on 24/7. Like they ran out of money in the budget to put a real fountain in here. And they're like, well, a drinking fountain's a fountain, right? And that's what you got. So I'm leaving. Everybody's staying to watch a soccer game, but as an American, I can give two shits about soccer. So, actually most sports. They bore me, they do. So I'm gonna go out and try to find the trail, but if I can't figure out the other trail, because there's one trail that leads in and one that leads out. So if I can't find the one that leads out, I'm just gonna head up back where I was and jump on the trail there. It's only a couple miles down the road, at least I know where it is. All of our maps are messed up on us right now. Everybody that uses gut hooks, their map tells them they're 5 miles up the mountain right now. So they're talking about how easy a climb. Oh look, it's only a couple thousand feet. I'm like, yeah, it's only a couple thousand feet and 5 miles. But it's an 8-mile mountain, man. So I'm gonna walk down this way and I might end up at that watering hole I passed. Yeah, it's a nice warm day. And I found a pack towel in the hiker box. So now I have a towel to dry off with. Because that's part of it, you know, you jump in, go swimming, that's all comfy, but then you get out and, you know, you stand there and shiver till you finally dry. So I am the proud new owner of a towel. Might as well. I mean, I carry a shower poof and stuff. You know, it's nice to wash and be able to dry off afterwards. I'm not sure about my new shoes. They're what's called zero drop, which means they have like, oh, something weird going on in the arch. I can't tell. I'm not sure if I like them or not, but, you know, I'm wearing them, so Hopefully they don't beat my feet up too bad, but if they do, in another 100 miles is another town. I'll buy some new shoes then, or try to find something in the hiker box actually. Pack's all huge again. I don't know if I have enough food. It was really expensive in these towns, so I just bought what I thought I could get away with. But yeah, I'll figure it out. It's not like I'm gonna die of starvation out there. There's always a little town you can peel off to if you need to. It's just these little towns cost a lot of money. See if we can figure out where the trail is. According to the sign, I'm almost there, right? Sweet, easy. Almost at the halfway point. It's all downhill from there. I straight walked into somebody's yard to film that. But, you know, you get signs up. I should be allowed to take pictures of them. I'm not trespassing, I'm just passing through. So I'm headed up this thing. It's the heat of the day. Well, yeah, pretty much. It's like 2 p.m. Now that I'm out here, my shoes feel tighter. I think with me being warmer, my feet are a little larger maybe. So eventually I'm gonna stop and peel off some socks. See if I can give myself a little more room. Maybe the shoes were a bad idea. Maybe not, maybe they'll break in. I don't know, Lord knows. I've got one goal today. I normally don't set goals, but you know, every once in a while you need to. And that's just to get over this mountain. It's 8 miles of uphill. I don't know how strenuous, but 8 miles nonetheless. I'm probably gonna stay up a little late for that because my normal bedtime is like 6 o'clock. Being 2 now and trying to do 8 uphill miles with a full resupply on my back. Might take a little longer than usual, so I'm planning it out to like 8 o'clock. I'm sure I'll be done before then, but set lofty goals so they're easy to achieve. It makes you feel good about yourself. I've only done 2.5 miles or so, and I mean the terrain is pretty fair. It's just switchbacks, really mellow, just lots and lots of switchbacks. But the trees are starting to thin out, so that's going to change it a little bit. The sun is still pretty bright and hot. Not horrible at this point, but you know, when I run out of trees, it's going to change the game a little bit. Still got 5 miles to the top, actually 5.5. So, yay, there's that. I just heard some explosions going off in the background. Don't know what that's about. Probably nothing. Random explosions you hear in the woods. Kind of shit happens. Let's see where the trees thin out at, and I'll cry about it then. I've run out of trees. I don't know if I'm going up the side of that or not, but as far as I know, I still have like 4 miles of uphill left to do. But who knows? I see a road over on that one, man, which means I could have just drove to the top. I'm gonna kick it here, take a little rest next to this windbreak, and then, you know, climb a little more. That's what I do. Really digging all the green on this mountain. Be cool to walk up that side. Looks a little difficult, even with switchbacks. It might take some time, but you know, I don't know. Maybe the trail just goes right around it. You never know with this thing. Since I don't see any hikers up there, I've got nothing to go on. Is that a lily of some sort? Not much of a flower guy. I mean, I'm a flower guy when I enjoy flowers, but I don't necessarily know what they are. Is that the only one? It's weird when you find just one of a kind of plant. Only one. Well, so far it's just going around the mountain. Pretty sure you can clearly see the trail going all the way around. It's a little on the steep side. We are kind of high up. Those are tiny little houses down there. Tiny little mansions, correction. They should go up on the other side. I mean, I know there's like 5 more miles of up or so. And this is not really up. Nothing like a friendly little rock slide to mix things up. If you look closely, it's held together with spider webs. I was just saying there's not enough of those guys around. These These new shoes are working pretty well in this terrain. They're still a little too tight, but the bottoms of them are way better than my last one. The rocks that I'm walking on don't hurt. As to our last one, the soles were so thin, every rock kind of poked through a bit. So far I'm feeling, positive upgrade. I was a little skeptical there for a minute. I'm definitely getting better with my vertigo. I can't say it's gone or anything, but like this isn't freaking me out. And I'm way the hell up here. I'd like a chance to do Forrester, redo it again. I don't think I haven't thought about it over and over, what I should have done, how I should have done it. I'd like to see if I could overcome the fear and do what I'm supposed to do to get over it. But I'd like to be in that same situation again. Well, I'll take something similar. Just see if I can put logic before panic. Okay, I get where I'm at. That's the city or little town I was just in. And then I follow the road up and the road zoom all the way back, and then I climb that mountain over there. And then you can see the trail I just took. Looks steep, but it's not really steep. Well, I mean, this is steep, but the trail itself is not. Very gradual. That's how they stretch an uphill out over 8 miles. Everything looks so tiny from up here, but I was just down there. Probably would have been simpler just to come up the side here than the way I took. Shave a few miles off at least. Maybe a bit more steep though, huh? Alright, no problem. This thing just winds all the way around to that knobby thing right there, just to the right of it. That didn't look too difficult. Even looks like it has a little downhill in it. Alright. Easy peasy. And I still got hours of sunlight left. Up here on this craggy little side, I mean, look at that trail going on. Whew, steep drops to your death. But it claims it is 1,200 miles. Dun, 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 dun. As usual, easy peasy. Okay, so this narrow stuff still freaks me out. Where that's only a few inches wide. And when I step on it, at least I stepped on the last one, pieces started to collapse. Which is kind of freaky. And just do it. Just do it. I know it doesn't look like much, but yeah, it was actually kind of scary. Back to our regularly scheduled programming. When I get up to that big old shadowed section right there, I'm going to take me a break. It's way higher than I was expecting. I thought that road down there was the trail. But, so I kept looking for hikers on it because I knew there was hikers ahead of me. Turns out the trail was way up here. I was sorely mistaken. But, I'm getting close because there's not a whole lot more up this thing can do. But yeah, that shadow's break time. There'll be somewhere to sit in it. You can tell you see the trail all the way back, the nice little switchback. And then, I could have swear there was another switchback on it, but maybe not. Oh, there's a tiny little hiker way on the end of that switchback. Can't tell who it is from here. It's farther away than it looks. Looks like I'm almost there. Not quite over the mountain, but pretty close. But it's back to trees again, which is pleasant. I'm in real need of water. I didn't bring a whole lot with me. Well, a couple liters, but I've already drank them. Still have some left, of course, because I never finish it all. But the last water source was dry. This one had water running in it as of the 5th. So hopefully there's some today. I don't really know what today is, but I think the 5th was like a week ago tops. Well, yeah, hopefully it comes up soon because I'm thirsty, but I don't want to drink what I have. Gotta save it. With about a half liter to go, I come across Sierra Butte Spring. I can hear the water flowing, I just can't see it yet. I actually walked up trail thinking it would pass the trail, but I went, I don't know, another 30 yards up and I couldn't hear the water anymore, so I'm going downstream, air quotes. There's a stream somewhere, I just can't see it. Yeah, it's got a decent little flow. I've drank out of way worse. I guess it's just coming outside the mountain. It's an actual spring. All right, that makes sense. Rock on, even cleaner. It's a hot summer's day, and my Snickers bars are melted, so I filled up with some cold spring water, threw a Snickers bar in. Oh, and she is solid. Nice. Against better judgment, I couldn't find a whole lot of trees to hang from. They're spaced pretty far. They're, kind of off the edge of a cliff. So I used a dead tree. It's a really big dead tree and a not so dead tree. What are the odds it's going to break today, I gave it a good wiggle. It feels pretty solid. I feel comfortable sleeping under it, so I will. There's no fire ring, so I'm not really going to bother building a fire. I'm just going to cook my food the old-fashioned. Hey, what is that? Enhance. Right there. Is that like a rich person's house or some sort of monastery? Random 2-story building way up on the top there. Who knows? Anyway, make myself some food and go to sleep. It's past my bedtime already. It's probably like 7:30 right now. I was going to push a little farther. Rhino passed me and told me about a place down the hill about another 4 miles that has picnic tables and pit toilets and stuff. But I think I'll just stop off there in the morning and do my business. That's if it's nice. If not, I'll just, cat hole in the woods somewhere. But, if it's doable, I'll use it. Make a second coffee there at the picnic tables. Sounds doable. It's sad when that's exciting, That's what I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I was trying to make it to the top of one of the whatever hill that is, the next one in line, try to catch a sunrise, but that'd be like 7 miles, 8 miles to the top of that. That's not going to happen before the sun comes up. It comes up way too early nowadays. So I'll have to just look forward to pit toilets and picnic tables. Ooh, I know, hold your excitement there. I'm getting to see a sunset tonight. I am up way past my bedtime. It's 8:20 right now. I'm supposed to be asleep at least an hour and a half ago. But hell, if I'm up this late, might as well hang out and see if it's a glorious sunset. But, I'll take what I can get. I'm already here. I might as well enjoy it, huh? I don't know if you can hear them. Something changed and a cloud of mosquitoes came in. I didn't get to watch the sunset, but it didn't look all that exciting anyway. But there's just a cloud of them hanging out outside. I can just hear them buzzing. They know I'm in here. You won't get me, skeeters. Normally I can fall asleep pretty easily. But the sound of mosquitoes just all around me, they're under me, they're to my left, they're to my right. It's hard to sleep because, I don't know, there's some sort of reaction to them. More than I just hate mosquitoes. Oh, it just got quiet out there. Maybe they gave up? Oh, no, they're there. Never mind. Whatever.